The sanctuary model and trauma theory. Trauma theory is one of the 4 pillars of the sanctuary model. So what is trauma theory and why is it important? Trauma theory means that we all understand the impact adversity has had on the brain, our relationships with others, our emotions, and the way we interact with the world around us. How common is trauma? The Adverse Childhood Experiences Study, or ACEs study, happened in California during the mid-90s. It was a collaboration between Kaiser Permanente and the Center for Disease Control. They looked at 10 different possibly traumatic events or unsafe situations that could occur to the child between the ages of 0 and 17 years old. What they found was that over 2/3 of the population reported experiencing at least one adverse childhood experience, and only 1/3 of the population reported no exposure. The study has been replicated all over the world over the course of the last 20 years, and all the studies have received similar results. Trauma theory means that we understand that most people in the world have experienced some form of trauma, and that our students and coworkers are more likely to be impacted by it at some point. In fact, out of the youth we've served since 2013, 95% report experiencing at least one adverse childhood experience, and 73% report experiencing 4 or more adverse childhood experiences. How does trauma impact people? Trauma alters the physical brain structure, impacting neural networks and our fight, flight, freeze response. Think of it as the person being frozen in the past. They're responding to current stimuli with old survival skills. Dr. Janina Fisher phrases this well when she says, "Many survivors say, 'I don't remember anything,' without realizing they're remembering when they startle, feel afraid, tighten up, pull back, feel shame or self-hatred, or start to tremble." Our bodies and our brains remember how to respond to things that are threatening to us, even if we don't know that they remember. Trauma not only impacts the way we respond to threats, but it's also shown to cause negative health outcomes throughout the course of our lives. In the second part of the ACEs study, researchers looked at the relationship between exposure to ACEs and overall health as adults. What they found is that exposure to ACEs early in life increases people's risk of a wide variety of negative health outcomes over the course of their lives. How can we help ourselves and others heal? The sanctuary model gives us tools to help us respond to and heal trauma. Safety plans help us learn and teach emotional regulation skills. They also help us role model how to use these skills in action to the people around us. Self-care plans help mitigate the effects of vicarious trauma and help hold each other accountable for taking care of ourselves. Supervision gives us the tool to support each other and to learn from each other. Sanctuary groups allow us to teach trauma theory to our students and to include them in our common community language. Treatment plans allow all stakeholders in a student's treatment to participate in setting goals and giving direction throughout this healing process. We also provide ongoing training to teach best practices in working with people who've experienced trauma. If you'd like to learn more about trauma theory or how to work with people who've experienced trauma, please reach out to the training department.